Hello everyone, I'm Derek, a senior front-end developer in VMware CPSBU based in Shanghai, China. Today I'm very glad to share you two very useful and important features that were introduced in release 1.5, versioning and logging. We are gonna create two buckets. One is versioning bucket, the other one is logs bucket. We will turn on the logging feature for versioning bucket. That means any operation we perform in this bucket will be recorded. We want to choose logs bucket as the target place to store log files. And next, we're going to do some versioning related operations in the versioning bucket, like upload, preview, and delete versions. At last, we will go inside the logs bucket and check if these logs files get recorded. Okay, let's get started. Let's create a logs bucket where we want to store log files. And let's also create a new versioning bucket. And we can enable versioning here. I'm gonna use this versioning bucket to demo the versioning feature, but before that, I gotta turn on the logging feature. So let's go inside this bucket and click on the Properties tab. Notice we have a new card, logging card, and let's click this hyperlink. And we can select logs bucket as the target bucket. We can also add a prefix, for example, demo. If I check this checkbox, that means the demo will be a folder. So any log file will be stored in this folder. We can also set guarantees. That's all we need to do to turn on the logging feature. So any operation in this bucket will generate logs in this target bucket. It may take a few minutes to see the logs, so let's check the logs later. For versioning part 1, I want to show you how the object list looks like when versioning is turned on. Remember that we check the enable versioning checkbox when creating the bucket, and we can click this toggle to enable or disable versioning feature. So let's upload some objects. I have prepared some objects. a.tsc, the content will be version 1. Okay, let's upload all of them. Okay, now we have these objects. If you notice here, the show version switcher is off by default. That means although our versioning feature is enabled, we haven't told the application to list all the versions. We are reviewing the latest version. So let's click show versions. And look at this table. The layout is totally different. And the object list now have the versions and version IDs. So let's modify the content of a.txt as version 2. Let me upload a.txt again as the second version. So we can tell the different versions by the time it uploaded. Okay, let's move on. I'd like to show you how to preview different versions of the same object. Let's preview the first version of a.txt, and the result should be version 1, right? Let's preview the second version. Yes, it is. And we can download different versions as well. In part 3, I want to show you how to switch different versions, delete versions, and empty bucket. Let's click any version and go and check the general card. We could distinguish versions by last modified and version ID. And notice that we have a drop down here. We could click 1 to switch version. We could also download and delete versions. Let's delete one version. Okay, let's go back and check. Yes, we only have one version. The last thing I want to show you is empty bucket. If we don't check it, it means we only remove the latest version. The old version still exists. And if this is checked, there won't be any object in the bucket. So in this case, the old versions should still exist. Great, that's all for versioning. Alright, let's go back to the logs bucket. Let's go inside and see if we have some log files. Okay, cool, we have the demo folder. Remember that we added the prefix as a folder. Let's go inside the folder. We do have some logs files. Let's preview one of them. Great, the logging feature works. That's all for today. Thank you so much. And if you have any question, please leave a comment.